they thought is something negative going on. Now, it don't
You
have to be.
understand?
It don't have to be something negative or hard, you know.
You understand?
Sometimes people
That's how it stay. That's how it stay. So we can't change that.
now people going through stuff in life. Many times people going through so many things in life, and people can take a break. It don't have to be till people get into a beef or anything, you know. People just take break
You
off and that's
understand?
it, you know. So hold on a second. I'm trying to fix up my phone over here. It did all set and then try again. Okay, yes. So now kind of okay right here. So good night, everyone. And tonight I'm here joining live with Audrey. As everyone know, you know, a lot of people shoot me messages like, "What is it going on?
Right?
Why we both not coming and live again?" You know, and you know, I always like it's in this time, you know. Every time I have to say because the loss of my father, I kind of take break off from here and some of my platform, you know. But like on my Facebook and one of my YouTube page, I try as much to do as much as I can. But I did take break from my YouTube page also. You know, did I go over there with the respect and the manners, and you know, address myself to let people know the passing of my father, and I wanted to take some time off, which I think that's manageable, and you know,
I
yeah.
think so too.
So what's going
At least,
on,
at least just,
Audrey?
at least just bump off and not tell
No,
nobody.
it's
You know,
not.
just tell.
I don't believe it's manners like that. You know, you have your people them out there. Your followers is like your family.
Yeah.
So, you know, you speak to them. You show them things. You express your gratitude to them. So, when something happen, of course, you have to, you know, share some of it to let people know you're going to take some time off from here and you know the reason and you know certain things like that. And for some of you, you know, over Audrey page that did not know what really going on, some people shoot me messages. They want to know if we get into a beef. It wasn't anything, you know. It's because I lost my dad, you know, and 2 weeks ago we laid our dad to rest. So kind of strong back again and back in track. So, you know, I have more energy and strength now. So I can come in here, we could do life together and those things. So that was exactly what going on. So
What was
hello
that?
everyone. Good night, good night, good night. Good night. Have a single one out there. Yeah. So that was literally what happened, you know. Lost my dad, you know, laid him to rest like 2 weeks ago, and you know, losing your loved one, it's just like not an easy work journey, you know, but you know,
I
we have to
tell
cope.
you.
Yes. So anyway, RG, what's your topic tonight and what is it going on?
Uh, what is it like to lose a loved one?
What is it like to
Like
lose your loved one? Oh my
love one,
God,
yeah.
you have a topic tonight about what it is like to lose your loved
To
one.
lose a loved one, yeah.
Oh my
And I would
God.
like some comments.
I don't know if, I don't know. It is really, at least you could go first, you know. I join you, so you could take the lead and say, speak.
Well, to be frank with you, I lose my dad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
2001.
Thanks for
I think it's
joining.
2001.
Mm-hmm. Let me turn this phone up so people can literally hear you.
Right.
Oh, you lost?
2001, I
Mm-hmm.
lose my dad.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't there,
Mm-hmm.
which I was very upset about. Wasn't there. Was
Mm-hmm.
very upset. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because of circumstances,
Mm-hmm.
I could not be there.
Okay. Things happen, you know. Things happen when you have your loved one pass away and you're in certain type of situation. Like, you know, some people may live in a foreign country where they unable to go home to, you know, see the loss of their loved one. If they go, they can come back. Or, you know, they don't have it.
You
Or they
understand?
sick or something happened. So
Yeah,
we all have
something,
to
something,
understand
something.
that, it's understandable. It really
Right.
do
So
understandable.
I that day when they called
Hello,
me,
guys. Hello,
I was
everyone. I'm
working.
doing okay. Thank you.
I was working that day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my dear. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you guys
Yeah.
so much. Thank you. Hey, everyone. Thank you. Thank
I
you.
I was going on and on, crying up and down, crying. Mr. Stumpy,
Hold
I
on a
work in
second.
another
Hold on a
man.
second. So, what your topic about tonight? What is it? What did you said it was all about again?
What is it like to lose a loved one?
Okay. So, okay. Well, everyone hear about it. Keep going.
Okay. So I was crying up and down, crying. And my boss said to me, Sergio, why you bawling for? Why bawling? You could go? I say, yes, Mr. Stumpy. You want to go? I say, me no know, sir. I mean, you don't know. What you want to do? Go in the kitchen. Stay in the kitchen and I'll come out back. I mean, they're crying and, you know, I say, well, that's what I going to do. I just reach out. I tell myself, me now, going down is a problem. I have a little drop of money. Me not have no much. There's not some people ask, what you want to do? You want to send money, go give them? Because that's all you could do right now. Right? He's a man who understand.
Mm-hmm.
And Mr.
So,
Stumpy,
so your dad passed away and you wasn't able to attend his funeral? Oh, that's so
funeral,
sad.
whatever.
That
I'm
is
sad.
that is sad. Mm-hmm.
Very, very sad.
It is.
Anyway, Mr. Stumpy give me entire 200 US a week for money.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Stumpy give me
So
200.
at this time, 200 US is not a lot.
Well, entire 200 US could I do something? 2001
Oh,
could I do something?
okay.
So, and give me 200 US, me did have some money put on.
Mm-hmm.
So me send about, me send 400 US go give them.
Mm-hmm.
And tell them, say, me not go able to come.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know, send what to send. Anyway, they send everything, send the funeral, not video, picture, funeral, and then knocking, come in a drum, and every little thing they send, come give me. But to be frank with you, it wasn't easy. It was not easy to know so well.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't get to go. I do not reach. Me no see me daddy. Much in. Now when I coming up here, yeah, and my father the first person tell me say, when you go in the plane, make sure you have chewing gum. And make sure you try your chewing gum. Try, because if you not try your ears are go pop.
Gum.
Yeah. That he travel already, so he know. You know? It wasn't easy. Truly. And until to the day, I'm not feel good with myself to know say it didn't
You didn't get the
happen.
chance to attend.
Yes, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nor did I fit jump around and do this and do that and them something then I wasn't there to do nothing at all. And it wasn't nice.
Oh. So what's the reason why you didn't get to go?
Because me come up here, I not decide to go wrong back yet. And I didn't get no stay yet.
Oh, okay.
I did married, but I didn't start to look about any papers, not all yet.
So if you did go, it would stop you from going back.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, that's a reason.
yeah, yeah. So I tell myself, so well, I'll kick back and do what I could do,
Mm-hmm.
send what I could send to them,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it.
Well,
You know,
that's
that's
understandable. That's understandable. Well,
me three kids them was me three at least my three kids them was there.
mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Hello, everyone. How you guys are
Hi,
doing all
good night to
over?
you
Good
all.
night, and hello to every single one out there. And thank you guys for watching.
Please could like up the live, double tap the screen if you please. Thank you. Just double tap the screen if you please. What do you want, sir?
Well,
I'm on my live. I'm on my live. Hello. Through the door, please. When me done, you come back. Like a grand boy, you know.
okay. Well, for me, losing my dad, recently it was traumatizing. I have to be honest. It's not like how you would have some family out there who lost their loved one behind each other, or or have the feelings of what it like. I didn't have the knowledge, and the losing my dad is like, um first of all, when I got the news, um it was really like I was at work, anger,
Yeah.
anger and medication and stuff like that. And up till now, I don't know what I did. I know my nephew called me, and when my nephew called to lend me the news, I already heard about it, and I was just crying. And he was just like, Auntie Beth, just take it easy, Auntie Beth. You make me want to cry now, Auntie Beth. And I was crying. I was doing patient medication. And medication is something you can't screw the pen. You have to be on top of it, in your right sense
Yeah.
of human, know what you are doing. Else, you can get yourself in serious trouble. And honestly, I have all the cups with the medication doing. I forgot what am I doing. I
Wow.
just literally like, say to one of my patients, I just lost my dad. And I just started screaming out my daddy name, my father name. I just started calling out his name, but um it was just so hard feelings. But it's good. It's a good example, a good experience when you lost your parents. And it's not like my parents. My dad is the one who cried for any one of his children. I just feel proud and happy, and it was a sad moment, and it changed so many things. All the way up until when I went to Jamaica, things just changed back again to normal. Like, I was so emotional out of it. The only thing I was able to do is like go to work and come back home, shower, and go to my bed. And I was very quiet. And like, staying when you're in a foreign country and your parents, they or your loved one live in the Caribbean, it's like, it's kind of not easy because you're far away. And then all of us as siblings live into a foreign country, and you have to stay where you are to get things together. And you have to like try to come up what this, what that. It was very hard, for all of us, and um, wasn't easy losing my father, but um, you know, after I went home, all my sibling, my nephews, niece, and friends, and everyone that there, supporting us. It just changed a lot, It changed so many things, It was sadness and joy mixed together.
Right, right.
It was just sadness and joy mixed together, which that is very good because I think the joy distract most of the sadness, and that was really good. And losing your loved one is just not an easy journey
No.
because there's no way you're going to see that person again. You can't pick the phone up and call that person and hear something. Your parents are very special and unique in our life. And sometimes you may going through difficulties in life, and you can pick your phone up and call your parents. I It's either your mother, your father, but it always one of them that you can talk with about anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when you lost your parents, like honestly, after I went to Jamaica, 2 weeks ago, we laid him to rest and, stuff like that. After he laid to rest, I just feel totally different again. I just feel different. I feel back.
Right,
I feel
happening.
like I am back on track again. I don't think about it. I feel like he's still alive, because he was living in Jamaica. I'm living in the United States. So it's just like in my mind I know he's gone. But
Right.
I don't it doesn't really nothing bother me again. Like I'm not feeling that emotional. I don't think about it because when you have your loved one pass away, you can roll, cry,
Yeah,
run,
that's
throw
everything.
things. You could do so many things, but there is time where you have to think back in yourself, and you have to realize enough is enough because that person already gone.
Come on, yeah.
And
And and the thing is, when you bury that person, about like a 5, 6, 7, 8 days, 9 days, 10 days after, it's like all is good again.
I don't
You
think that
still
10
think.
days, I mean, 100 years from now, I know I'm not going to be here, but that feelings can never go. You know what I
I
mean?
know,
But it's just
but
like we have to use techniques and things to overcome those type of feelings, because we have to think about ourselves too, and after my father laid to rest, it's just like I'm a different person. I'm not feeling the way I used to feel. I just feel like it's just me again. So it's hard. Of course it's a hard feelings, but one thing I know for sure, you know I can say about losing a loved one, it's okay. Something have to happen. We can't escape it, and even us too.
you
And
understand? We don't come here to live forever.
the
We don't
most
come here to live forever.
the most important things to me is like we laid him to rest. He didn't lay us to rest. And the next thing again too is that I believe you going, but it is very important when we have our loved one, especially our parents. It's, I believe, just looking at a lot of people out there who have their loved one who passed away, and they know that, like, before they, first of all, they will just get that news that their loved one passed away. And you never hear they, like, things they would do before. But when they get that news, it changed so many things in their mentality. And
Yeah.
the only thing I believe in life, when someone alive, do the best you can for them. Love them. Give them as much love you can and show them you care. Do not wait until, hello, my sister in law, how are you doing? Big up yourself, love you so much. Don't wait until your loved one pass away. And when they pass away, you're going to cry. And when they're alive, suffering, you never have that heart, that care, and the compassionate to go out there and feed them, clothe them, let them know you care, and those type of things. But just looking at the fact, losing my father is like, I am proud, and I also my sibling, we all are proud. And the reason why we are proud is because of what we put out, regardless of what, we do the best we can as, daughters and son. I had one brother, five sisters, myself include, makes six, and it's a total of seven. And I believe, not believe, we do the best we can, and it's just that I believe parents too, whether you're alive and watching this live, it is very important to, when you have your children, them, and they doing stuff, for you to respect what they are doing, you know
True.
respect, and tell them you love them too, not because you are the mother. It doesn't mean, or the father, it doesn't mean that we obligate as the children to take care of you. You understand? It's because we have a good heart. How
Yes.
many children out there today taking care of their parents? How many children out there today know if their parents eat a night meal, going to their bed tonight? How many children call to check up to see if they are okay? How many children put a roof over their head? Huh? So
Plenty doesn't.
I don't
Plenty
believe,
doesn't.
if I wasn't there in my parents' day life and they pass away, I wouldn't care either. I wouldn't roll. I wouldn't cry. What sense does it make? When they was alive, I wasn't there to show them how much I care. So when they gone, I shouldn't be able to care either. That's how I feel about it. I shouldn't care either. But you have parents out there too. I'm not blaming just children. Parents too. A lot of parents out there, they don't show respect and the love
They don't
to
show love either.
care, and and the blessing that God gave to their children, so their children can use that blessing to support them. A lot of parents doesn't respect it, but
I
sometimes,
know.
we children have a good heart, and they still use the good heart to maintain as much as they can do. But
Yes.
it's important for us as children and parents. Some parents can be very out of it and can really change your mind, your thoughts,
Yes.
away from
Real.
them. But I don't believe any children, doesn't matter what your parents did when you are growing up as a child. If you sit back and using what your parents did to you growing up as a child against your parents, sit back and think about what she was doing. Because Many times our parents, when we younger, trying to do things to stop us from losing our life at a younger age. They stopping us from getting to the wrong relationship. They stopping so many things, but we not focusing it. So when we get a little older and something, we said, oh, well, our parents was this, our parents was that. Sometimes they are. You have Arab parents out there, of course. You got Arab children out there, but
Some of the time, if they don't be like this and that, we all go to stray. They try to set us straight, and some of us still go astray.
yeah,
Some of us still do bad
but
things, you know?
having up your parents and just see God make a way for you and just leave them, kick them to the curb, suffering, struggling. It's not okay. And a lot of parents out there, a lot of children out there don't even care. They never call their parents, they never see them, they just don't care. They just using the battling in the day stuff against them. And in the Caribbean country, we brought up totally different from people into a foreign country. You know what I mean? And the way we brought up, it's a way for us to grow up to become a woman, become a man, and those type of things. Some of us don't pay attention to it, some do. But some parents maybe spank some kids. I never get spanking from none of my parents, them, not one.
You know what happened to me once? I did something wrong because they said me go buy meat, and in the long run me met the dog thief. Dog take away the meat and eat it up. And my father give me a piece of beating after. Yeah? And I hate that man like pies.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't.
Listen now. The man beat me and he stopped and come back again and beat me again. And I get to hate that man they like pies, and me say, you know what me do? He have a photo, them photo for your license. And I take needle, yeah? And I shoot through the eye. Shoot through the next eye. I was so bitter against my father because of the beating when he beat me. Yeah, I was so bitter against him. And I shoved the needle through his eye.
You what?
The picture. Shoved the needle through the picture. So you know, listen what me I say.
Oh, a picture of your dad.
Yes.
You hurt so much, so you take the needle and punch the eyes.
The two eyes. I took the needle through the eye and dry it through, and took it through the next one and dry it through again and put it down. Mm-hmm. You see when he did that? Ask Vinny's, are you do it? No, Papa. Carlton, are you do it? No, Papa. No, say me, because he beat me. Next piece of beating for me again. I said, I take needle and you cut me eye. And I take things you cut me eye. Simple meaning that you call me eye for true. Beaten again. Yes, I took out the eye.
I never get spanking from my parents. None whatsoever. I don't know what spanking feel like. My mother, my father, none of them ever put their hand at me. Never, never, never. I have to be very honest. I know my brother, my older sister gets spanking, and maybe my younger sister, but I never get spanking from them. I have to be very honest about it, never do. But, sometimes what you just said, like, you hate him so much, I mean, it probably happened to many children. It just didn't happen to me. I don't know if if it did happen to me, how I would react in myself. But of course, if someone probably spanking you, okay, back then in the days, the way how these parents spanking their children, it's not spanking, it's like they fighting them.
I'm telling
I
you,
gotta be
because
real.
meantime them I beat them, I tell you them I talk to you and I cuss you at the same time and I beat you
No,
and I
when
cuss you
I
at the
it's
same
not
time.
it's better if they was cursing, but today in real life reality thing, it's that a lot of people out there grow up, get older, have cancer, and got brain damage. It comes from their parents. Because I witnessed as a younger child, see how some parents, the way that's not spanking, that's fighting, that's beating somebody up. That's
Beating
how I
and
literally see some
beating.
parents really beating I never put my hand in none of my kids either. You know why I don't spank them? I punish them. When I said no, it's no. I literally punish them. But I don't beat my kids them. And the reason why for me not to do so, it's not because my parents didn't spank me. It's because putting my hand up my kids, when they get older and they start those hit that I give to them, what you believe going to happen to them? And those
When
are
we
some of
get
the reasons
cranky.
I look into things the way I see some parents battling in the days when I was younger, the way they abusing their kid, like boof, bath, no kind of thing. That's your child. Where's the love? There was no love there.
I mean, I don't know if
Mm-mm.
they get no love from my father, yes? Truly.
No, it's
My
just
father
I'm not saying your father didn't love you, but it's just the way I believe things, not just your father alone. It's just in back and in the days, those parents believe that like beating down on you is very important. Beating doesn't change anything.
nothing.
It doesn't change nothing.
It's only
No.
cool long for a little while
I
and then
don't
you
I
come
don't
back and
believe
do
I
the
don't
same
believe
thing
in those
again.
type of thing. And that's the reason why I never spank my children when they growing up. I don't believe in it. I believe in rough talking and discipline. That's the way I raise my children. Discipline. And with my big mouth, my mouth alone is like whipping. I don't need to whip them. I don't believe it. No, just the fact. And those are just what you have just said. Those are some type of things, going out there and talking with people, how they hate their parents, and when you ask them what really happened, oh, and the younger their parents spank them and do this, it doesn't mean because your parents spank you they ate you.
Yeah.
If you pay attention in the Caribbean country, it's just the way they grow up and see their parents spanking their children, and it just come up as a generation thing where if you go out there back then in the days, walking on the street, if you in certain area and you don't go out there passing and hold the person, you say good morning Mr. John, good morning Miss Jane, and that person go back and tell your parents. By the time you reach home, you get some whipping for that. So it's just the way Caribbean people lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is, and nothing gonna change. If you even go on air and see the way some parents really brutalize their kid, it's horrible. Not because I live in
I
a
know.
foreign country, I'm against it. I really against it because I never spank none of my children because I just don't believe in it. And moreover, I never get spanking from my parents. I don't know why, but they never do. But it's sometimes we children, we grow up with too many things inside, things that happen when we younger. The only thing I'm gonna be honest to you, I support the children with. Because, if a children in a home where the father or the stepfather molesting them, and they complain to their parents, and the parents do nothing about it, and they grow up with that inside of them and ate them. I'm gonna be 100%. Of course, I would do that. I would never forget. I would never get over it because parents, some parents don't care. Growing up as a child, I saw so many things where stepdad, even father, molest their child, they stepchildren, and they complain to their parents, and the parents go sit
They do
down,
nothing
go
about
sit
it.
down, go sit down. So of course, kids gonna grow up, get older with all those type of thing inside of them, messed up their mentality. You know what I mean? So sometimes we parents messed up our children, and the way our children get messed up is because of what happened in the home, and
True.
parents not paying attention to it. That when your children come to you and say something to you, listen to them and get to the
Listen,
point of it.
listen.
Get to the bottom, the root of it. But some parents don't care if they men kill their own child. So
True.
a
Yeah.
lot of children grow up today and desert their parents. For those type of thing, I really don't have no sympathy for it, because we as parents, you live with your man mess with your child. You don't need that man in your home, because when a
No.
man walk through that door and turn his back, you don't have to see that man ever again in your life. But you will
True.
always see your children. And those
Always.
those are some type of things today make too. A lot of parents out there going through suffering. And the reason why they're going through suffering is because of them. What they created. They created some negative things and didn't step up as a parents to take action. You know what I mean? So some of those little things, but I believe if a parent spank their kid, I don't think kids should grow up against their parents about it. Like, oh, I'm not gonna give her anything. When I was younger, um, my parents beat me. If my mother did spank me, that wouldn't stop me. That wouldn't stop me one bit. But you know why I believe my parents didn't spank me? I'm gonna tell you one thing. I was very quiet when I was younger, but not too quiet. But I'm gonna tell you something. No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something. My dad used to travel Guantanamo Bay, and he bring this big lamp, because back then in the days no one have electricity, and my dad bring this lamp. The lamp was about this size, and the shade was so big. So when you put
Mm.
that shade over, the whole house just light up. And every time I said, anybody put their hand at me, I'm gonna break it. And I'm deadly serious. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's what my mother was scared of, which I didn't do anything to get spanking anyway. But I always tell my mother, anytime, any day she put her hand at me, she have to put her hand at me in that living room right there, because I'm gonna make sure that lamp break. We're not gonna have no bright light anymore. And I wasn't joking about it either. But I didn't do anything. There's nothing I did wrong. But I know my brother gets spanking, my older sister gets spanking, and my younger sister. I witness. Me, and my second sister, my sister that I follow, no spanking. I have to be honest. Never get none. But at the same time, it's not just spanking alone. Like sometimes, parents did wrong, that you can grow up with something inside of you. It's treatment. Sometimes it's the treatment also. And even if you become a growing adult, some of these parents, they don't give you respect. You know what I mean? The respect you should
Mm.
get as a growing child, you're not getting it. They act as if you're 2 years old. You know, Let me tell you the truth, and I'm gonna be a very honest person. I am a growing woman, and my parents, they have to know how to talk to me, because I'm not just gonna sit down and let my mother, as a growing adult mother, talk to me as a growing adult child certain way. Not like I'm gonna swear at her, tell her rude things, but I'm gonna let her know I'm a growing woman. I'm not a kid,
Mm.
you know. But some of these parents and some of we children is because of the good heart that we had. Why we look at them, why
True.
we care for them, why we give them food, because a lot of them are horrible. It's just a real talk. You know,
That's
it's a
true.
lot of parents out there are horrible. Sometimes they hate to
Terrible
see,
woman.
they
Terrible
hate.
papa.
You have
Yeah.
you have your children. You may see your son, your daughter have a man. You may not like that man. You may not like the woman they dating. That's not your business. You know what I mean? Sometimes we would say, "Oh, I don't want to see my child date people look like this or look like that." It's just us as a parents. Parents always say something about the children when they dating or something. They don't want to see this. They don't want to see that. But at the same time, we parents have to understand when our children become an adult and they dating someone, of course us as a parents, we always gonna say something. Our children not going to listen to us.
No.
No. You know when they listen to us? When problem come in the relationship,
No problem
they
set them.
come with their mouth full of big lies and say, "Oh, mommy, I should have listened to you. You were right, mommy. You were right,
Mm-hmm.
because there's a problem." We only can say as a parents, you know,
I'll
I
tell
don't
him.
like the relationship. And more heavy, sometimes it's not about we parents don't like the relationship. We jealous over our own children of the relationship.
Really.
And some parents act like they don't want to see their children date. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of little things sometimes can people can use against their parents. You know, I work with people out there that they had, some of them had 3 kids, 4, 2, 1, and then they sick bed and not one of them visit. They pass away and not one of them attend the funeral. It is just to tell you how children and parents can be against each other's. And it's not supposed to be like that, you know, because, you know, we bring our children in this world. And of course, we bring them to become a better person
Mm-hmm.
and, you know, to do the best they can. And but of course sometimes we parents too traumatize their life, and when they kick us to the curb as a parents, we talk the worst about them, but we not talking what we done as a parents.
True,
You
true,
understand?
true, true,
But
true.
the way I feel about life, I just look at life sometime that, you know, like my mother and my father, I'm not gonna sit here to tell anyone my dad was 100% great dad, or my mother is a great 100% great mother. There's a lot of respect because my dad gone and my mom is still alive, and there are some qualities respect that I never sit and tell my mother the type of quality respect that I had for her when she and my dad separated. She never leave us alone. She stays right there in the home with us. And as a 5 years old child, I grew up until today with that respect, you know, and it just like put something, some melody in my heart for her. because
Okay.
she was always there. She never leave us. And those are some qualities. Respect, and those are some respect I give to mothers out there when um they in a relationship and they separated from that relationship and they still stick around with their children. I give mothers those type of quality respect, because when the man gone, who leave with the burden? Some parent doesn't care.
Me not have much of, me not have nothing like that to say because me grew up with my mother and my father, so till me a big person. Yeah, I've picked me and something there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. My father know me first and my first and my second child my father know. But my father don't know Roderick. You know Roderick? What? Yeah. Yes.
How come you got your
Yeah.
son and you don't know if your daddy knows him?
Yeah, remember?
Is
Yeah. I mean,
is
they
dementia
in
taking over or
them house.
what?
In a them house, what me they was part then day. So we all being grown my mother, that is my big woman. Yeah, when Papa did Roderick about 5, 6, somewhere there, for real. God have mercy, me head not proper righteous.
You should have that straight, baby girl. You should have that. I can never forget anything what went on, but I never forget when my mom and my dad separated. I was 5 years old, and it wasn't a great feelings. It was very hard for us, and my brother, my brother. Honestly, my brother played a father role because you see, my brother. Sometimes I talk about him so much, but after my father leave, my father and my mother separated. It's like my brother step up, like certain things. He don't play those games when I was growing up. And my brother spanked me. I gotta be honest to you. My brother spanked me. I'm telling you, he don't play. He don't play. Growing up as a young child, my brother protect us. I have to give him those credit for those things. He protect us. My brother don't play. Now he's like a easygoing person, which he always be like a easy going person, of course, and those type of things. But growing up as a child, oh my God, my brother spanked the hell out of me. My mother, my father never do, but my brother does. I have to be, he's the man in the home because my father gone. It wasn't easy with him. He was very tough. Talking to a guy, he was very protective. No, he would.
When you see me, I feel to cough.
Uh, talking to a guy, he just give you that look. You know what I mean? He was very protective, very much. And he don't play either. I get spanking from him, But at the same time, he's the only man, only brother. My father gone, and he's the only man in the home, and my mother there. And those are some.
And the biggest one.
Yes, he's the oldest. So, he was very protective. Like certain things I wasn't able to do. I have to hide and do a lot of things. He just give you that look, and that look tell you danger coming behind it. You know what I mean? But it was really fun still, and I get spanking from him, and I had to be honest. I grew up with it inside of me, and I just let it out. I let it out because just as you said, your father spanked you and you ate your daddy. I didn't hate him, but I was literally like upset about him spanking me. You know what I mean? But I mean, when you look at it, it's not a spanking. It's just the way, those bus me cock thing they use back home, the white rubber thing. That's something was hurting my feelings a lot. You know what I mean? But
What? Me get beaten with it already. That's the reason why me have to choke out the man, yeah, boy. I have to choke out the man, yeah. Yeah.
I
Because
didn't
he
hate
beat me
him.
that thing, that thing I come off for the tire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I really was like, honestly, not like I hate him because he spanked me. I just thinking the fact about that's a rubber. When you get one whip with that, oh my God, I feel like
You've been up in a W, you know.
I don't want to even
Telling you.
remember about it because that
So
was
when I get
horrible.
one, you've been up in a W.
Yeah, that's the only thing. But he was very protective, growing up, and that was good. But you know, at the same time, you can't sit and think about like looking at those as the negative stuff, because sometimes you have to look at what you did too. But I believe, I think they was overdoing it, in the Caribbean country, like using rubber and stuff like that with this kid. That's not good. But it doesn't mean because parents or sibling does that, you're gonna grow up with hatred against them. They hungry, you feed
Well,
them,
me did prefer get beaten from my mother. But they prefer get beaten from my mother because my mother give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and done with that and she done. But for me, Papa, oh God, oh, Lord have
I
mercy.
think
No,
my
sir.
mother is the beater, not my father. My mother is the beater. Okay, and her beat when she beat, it's a beat. But thank God I never get any spanking from none of them. But I get spanking from my brother, and that was okay because I did stuff. I did something wrong, and as a girl child, my father not there in the home, and he's the only man in the home. He was very protective, so it wasn't a problem. But I just grew up with what he used and spanked me with. You know what I mean? And that's the reason why I never ever spank any one of my children then, because sometimes you get spanking where when you get older, those same spanking, it's not spanking, it's fighting, beating. That's beating. That's not spanking, that's beating. Those type of hit
Yeah.
that you get when you get older, you start to have cancer, skin cancer,
That
all
kind of
kind of
beating,
thing in your
that kind
body.
of beating, them we used to
No.
get it better and then they start to piss you up, yes? Yeah.
Yeah. So I just don't
Because when
believe
them
in
a
it.
beat, when them a beat them, I tell you all kind of things.
Yeah.
And I tell you shut up, telling you shut up at the same time. Shut up your mouth, shut up.
But sometimes we deserve it though. Sometimes a lot of we kids deserve it. I had to be honest. Sometimes a lot of us deserve it, and sometimes where we had today, um, we have to still thank our parents for what they have done. For where we reach and what we have. Sometimes a lot of us deserve it, but not that type of way. That's just my biggest problem. And that's not the type of way I believe they should want to spank children. That was it. But that's still gonna stop me, even if my mother beat me or anything. That wanna stop me from like now she getting older. There's nothing my mother and my father did that would ever stop me and change me from make sure they eat a meal and make sure no. So sometimes a lot of us as children, we just have to um we just have to think and remember that we had our parents is the one bring us in this world, and just not living for ourselves. Remember we have a parents, because the worst part of it, Because I'm hearing my voice
Because I'm
echoing
hearing my
on your
voice
page.
echoing on your page. Well, you must be cutting off just now.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not.
Let me see something.
Let me
Hold on
see
a
something.
second. You sure your hand is okay? Are you hearing me now? What about now?
Start over back, innit?
Huh?
Start over back.
What's starting all over?
Just that 1 minute.
1 minute for what?
Cut off. I'm not hearing you.
Are you hearing me now?
Anyway, I wonder if this live saved.
You don't know nothing about your life.
I'm not here where I am. I see you talk, but I'm not here where I am. I'm gone back for 1 minute
So
and
what
some
one
seconds.
gotta
So what one
do?
gotta do? I mean, the minutes. Gone back for 1 minute and 45 seconds. Like it's only 1 hour and cut off.
Oh, I don't
Oh,
know.
I don't know.
I don't know what went
I
on.
don't know what went on.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened. Anyway, I think I want to end this live.
I think when you see
I
that,
think when you
see
see
this started to
this
happen,
started
it's
to
just telling
happen,
you
it's
just
just
time to
telling
get
you just
off.
time to get off.
Yeah.
Anyway, peace.
So anyway,
Nice
people,
to
you
anyway,
know,
people, you know,
I joined live with
I
Audrey
joined live with
tonight, and
Audrey
I just feel like
tonight,
I
and I
want to
just feel
come
like I
in
want to
my out of
come in
YouTube
my out of
page, also on
YouTube
my
page,
Facebook
also
while I'm
on
here
my
with Audrey.
Facebook
So
while
I'm
I'm here
on
with
my
Audrey. So
two
I'm on
phone
my
plus
two
my
phone
tablet, my
plus my
Facebook,
tablet, my
Audrey, my
Facebook,
YouTube.
Audrey, my YouTube.
So anyway, people, you
So
all have a
anyway, people, you all
lovely
have
night.
a lovely night.
Sleep sweet,
Sleep sweet,
sweet dreams.
sweet dreams.
Bye bye now,
Bye now,
everyone.
everyone. Bye, baby.
Yes, Audrey.
Yes, Audrey. Yeah, we talk tomorrow.
Yes.
Yes.